For quite some time, I wondered if I should do a Q&A video or not. And I feel like today should be a good idea to do a Q&A video because I figured why not add a little bit of some answers here. Because I figured you wanted to ask me something. I'll give you the answers right here, right now. Before I start answering your questions, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps the channel out a lot. Also, be sure to join my Discord because we got some cush shit here. Anyway, start the questions. How did I discover Five Nights at Wario's? Now, I think, from what I remember correctly, I think I found Five Nights at Wario's when I was scrolling through YouTube, and until I found a video by Markiplier where he played Five Nights at Wario's, and I was like, oh, that's crazy, because Mario used to be my childhood back in the day, and now seeing my childhood into a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game got me excited. That's how I got into Five Nights at Wario's and to where I am today. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually was in a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's fan games, all thanks to YouTubers who were playing, like, very popular games back in the day. Like Five Nights at Treasure Island and Five Nights at Candy's. Those games really got me interested into Five Nights at Freddy's fan games. My opinion on Dormitorbus Remastered. I'm gonna be honest here, I have not heard or played that game. I don't know what it is. Favorite Five Nights at Wario's game aside from the MLS editions. Now, there's a lot of my favorite Five Nights at Wario's fan games, but I had to give it a Cabin Fever to the end. I mean, it's actually great! I actually loved playing the game, even though there are some stressful moments there. The graphics is actually kind of good, the story's actually good. Overall, the game's actually good. I suggest you play that if you want. Even the cross-game quest is actually great. I actually had so much fun playing all of Cabin Fever to the end. If I were to go back to that, I would actually play that as many times as I want. It is a really good game. What is my favorite food chain? I honestly don't know. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. Am I gonna post a new Everything Wrong With video in the near future? As I said on stream the other day, I said I plan on doing a Everything Wrong With Five Nights at Wario's Trapped Within video. I honestly don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I'm gonna try and give it a shot and see how it goes. Maybe it could be good, maybe it could be bad, who knows, honestly. When am I gonna blow up the Pillar Chase 2 servers? I mean, haven't I already blown up a Pillar Chase? I mean, I have Diamond MX. I'm working on a Diamond Ink Fill, because I currently have Gold Ink Fill. I mean, what else could I say? There's always booster rounds.
I want a fucking beer! All you fuckers are going to the Booster Express! I have my beer, bitch!
My favorite Star Revenge hack. To be honest, I would just say Star Revenge 2, because, like, it's really fun. Levels are actually pretty decent. And also because, like, the music's actually good. Especially the one in Oriental Volcanic Skies, it's actually good. My favorite Super Mario 64 ROM hack. Now, this actually might be something, but Super Mario 64 Star Road, it may be hard, but I actually like it. Only because the levels are decent, and also there's a lot of places that you can just cheese the level at. I even did it in multiplayer because why not? And also, since there's a hide-and-seek mode in Mario 64 collab, and I kept hiding in Bowser's Slippery Swamp, and they couldn't even reach me. Favorite WarioWare character besides Wario and Ashley? I'm gonna be honest here, I have not played WarioWare for a very long time, so I don't know any of the characters, so I'm sorry for that. Might as well say that I just don't have a favorite character, because if you didn't say besides Wario, I would just say Wario. Have I ever imagined there's more games based on Dead by Daylight on Roblox besides Pillar Chase? Well, I heard of more Dead by Daylight inspired games like Forsaken, but here's the thing. I don't play Forsaken. Maybe I'll try to keep myself up to date for any of the other Pillar Chase inspired games. Who knows, honestly. I'm kind of excited for some Pillar Chase fan games in the future. What am I most anticipated for Five Nights at Smoke's Classic Mode? I'm actually excited for the release. Wait a minute, it's already still in the works?! I don't check Game Joe, but I just saw the final trailer and I'm blown away. I am so excited. How many kills have I gotten from nuking the voice chat? God knows how many. It's simple, really. Just don't fall asleep in the voice chat. When me and my friends do a Super Mario 64 speedrun, I'm not the best when it comes to speedrunning, nor am I good with Mario 64 speedruns. I never tried one out, but it depends on who's gonna be in the Mario 64 speedrun. Or if you're in Mario 64 co-op, it depends on what mode the Mario 64 speedrun is. Could it be Star Road? Could it be Last Impact? That's what I'm trying to say here. How many gorillas could I beat in the fight? One? I mean, let's be honest, you didn't specify if I could use weapons or not. What is my opinion on Slender Tubbies?
Answer wisely!
If I'm being honest here, I never played Slender Tubbies, but the only reason I know it is because I see videos on it, and also because of the Stricken. To be honest, it's a really good game, even though I never played it. Out of every MLS edition I have played so far, which one have I enjoyed the most? Well, it comes down to either Five Nights at Warriors 1 MLS Edition version 2, because that game was actually kind of fun, but then again, it stressed me out because of Night 5, or maybe it was because the way I was doing it, but overall, it's not bad. The other one has to be Return to the Factory 2 MLS Edition. Yeah, the entrance revisit was kind of challenging because everyone was active, but there's also some mechanics that wouldn't really make sense, and there's quite a lot of characters to deal with. Not only that, but like, you had to like understand every single mechanic that they had to go to in every specific room. That was kind of a challenge. I don't understand why MLS decided to just go all out with the mechanics and the AI, but overall, it's just a great game. I am expecting the version 2 sometime, because I just saw his Game Joel post about it, and I'm kind of excited for that. If your MLS edition based on Luigi was in the game, which one would be more fitting for it? MLS. Because he's also a Luigi.
Figure it out yourself.
What Five Nights at Freddy's game mechanic would be interesting to see in the Five Nights at Warriors game, not restricted to just characters? Well, it honestly depends on how difficult the mechanics are and if it's easier to understand or not, because some don't really make sense, but in my opinion, a good mechanic is something that would really get some of the players' attention and make some of the characters an actual threat to a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game, in my opinion. Do I actually prefer being headless, or is it just something I have to get used to? I'm not headless in real life, it's just a gimmick because Mario's headless in Five Nights at Warriors. And I figured, why not just become Mario from Five Nights at Warriors? That's how I decided, oh hey, I'm headless now. You gotta admit, it is kind of funny once you get used to it. In my opinion, what is the best Five Nights at Warriors fan game so far? And would I be excited to see a mod for it? I said this before, but Cabin Fever 2, I don't need to explain it. You could just like go back to the beginning of the video. But yeah, Cabin Fever 2 is one of the best Five Nights at Warriors fan games that I played. And I'm gonna be excited if there's a mod for it, depending on if it's good or not. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an MLS edition of Cabin Fever 2. Out of all the games I've played, which did I find most rage-inducing? Definitely Five Nights at Treasure Island. Because if you literally had to face Hourglass, you're pretty much fucking dead unless you know the strategy, which hardly works! Because next thing you know, Hourglass is just gonna go from camera to camera, and you don't even know which he's gonna spawn at. That's the most rage-inducing. I nearly called it quits, but I prevailed, and that's how I nearly rage quit it, honestly. If I had to choose a Five Nights at Warriors game, or fan game, to be trapped for 5 actual nights, which would it be and why? I'm gonna be honest, any Five Nights at Warriors 3 game. Just any of them, because every night I could just hide somewhere else. Because if I just hide in that same place, they're gonna know where I am. You gotta mix things up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, like, hide in different rooms so they're gonna be like, where the fuck is he? Besides, there's new ways to defend yourself from against the spirits. I must admit, that is a really interesting question. What inspired me to make content? I'm gonna be honest, it actually started out with a dream where I was, like, recording myself doing a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game, and then I ended up destroying my entire set. And it was almost rage-inducing to where I just wanted to, like, turn that dream into a reality. And then next thing you know, I ended up with nearly 460 subscribers. I want to thank you guys for that. Can we get to 500 subscribers at the end of the month? We're gonna have to find out, but in other words, it was just a dream. What do I do when I'm not playing Five Nights at Warriors games? Do I have a side hobby? Well, I guess I play Pillar Chase 2 off screen.
Because that's how I got time in MX!
I can sometimes chill in the server VC, but it's kind of like rare to see me in the VC. But it is something. What is my successful video in my opinion? It's gotta be Cabin Fever 2 The End when I first played it. Somehow it got thousands of views when I least expected it. Good God, this took me 3 days of editing. I feel like I need a break from this. But that does it for this video. If you liked it, please sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. All of that bullshit. Be sure to join my Discord if you hadn't already. We got some cursed bullshit. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, and as always, I will see you in the next video.